Hi, everyone. Okay, I see that we are live now. Good morning from Toronto, Canada, and I guess good evening, good afternoon to most of you who are watching this right now. Okay, so my name is Emmy Morita, and I am currently in my home office here in Toronto, Canada, and I'm representing York University in Toronto. What I'm going to do is to share my slides to talk about studying in Canada in general and about York University. So just give me a second to share this slide here. Okay, so I hope that you are seeing my screen for now, and let's get it started. So once again, my name is Emmy, and I am representing York University in Toronto, Canada. This is me. My job is to make sure that applicants from countries in Africa to York University will have a smooth application process and transition at York University, and my contact information is on the screen. Before I get started to talk about York University, let us talk about to study in Canada. Okay, I hope this is still working. Please let me know if the screen is not showing. I am guessing that it is working, and I will keep moving. So let's talk about studying in Canada. There are a few things that I would like to share with everyone. For those who are thinking that maybe Canada is your future destination, here is the map of our big country, Canada. We are the second largest country in the world, and here are some additional fun facts about Canada. So Canada has two official languages. They are English and French. We have Queen Elizabeth from England on our $20 bill right now. And Canada has the longest coastline in the world. We also have the longest international border in the world, which is between Canada and United States. Justin Trudeau is our current Prime Minister. We love Drake. We can't talk about Canada without talking about Drake. Okay, so now let's talk about studying in Canada. These are some important points that I would like to share with you. So here in Canada, we're very proud of our clean, safe, and cosmopolitan campus environment that we offer to both Canadians and international students. More than 530,000 international students came to Canada in 2020, and the number of students who come to Canada is growing each year. Now, we have really strong reviews. 96% of international students recommend the Canada as a study destination. Now, international student body consists of very diverse population, so we welcome students from all over the world. And generally speaking, Canadian universities offer really strong and high quality of education for international students and great experience to live and study in Canada. And your degree from Canadian universities will take you anywhere in the world for your future master's degrees or career options in the world. Now, here's another important thing to talk about, and one of the big reasons why many students are choosing to come to study in Canada is the work opportunities the country offers for international students. So part-time jobs are allowed for international students on or off campus. Up to 20 hours per week, so part-time job is allowed during the school year, and up to 40 hours per week, which is full-time hours, when there's no school. So typically in our summertime between May and then August, students may work at full-time hours. And of course, paid co-op and internship options are very, very popular at many universities and colleges here in Canada, so that your school will offer you the opportunity to find placement in workplace to gain experience in work opportunities. Advanced academic research and internship options are also available. And most universities here in Canada have career guidance and a support system, so that when you decide to apply for post-graduation work permit to stay in Canada for up to 3 years after your graduation, you will also have a support from your university to find and start a career here in Canada. To budget your education in Canada, there are a few things that you need to be aware of. Tuition fee and living cost really depends on which school you go to and which town or city you choose to live in. The tuition fee per year can be anywhere from $20,000 to about $60,000 a year in Canadian dollars. Living cost also depends on the place that you live in. It could be anywhere from $10,000 a year to $17,000 a year. Now, once again, students are legally allowed to work part-time as a student here in Canada. You will also have opportunity to get paid a co-op or internship as a student. After graduation, you can apply for maximum 3 years visa in Canada to work in Canada as well. Now, the scholarships are also available for international students. Many schools are offering merit-based scholarships through universities. Now, merit-based, so we are looking for students with strong academics, and very often strong leadership skills and extracurricular activities are required to be eligible for our scholarships here in Canada. Many universities ask you to submit a separate application in addition to your admission application, so this is something to keep in mind. For Canada, you have to apply for scholarships separately for most cases. Now, when it comes to applying to Canadian institutions, these are some key information you should know. There are 3-year degree and 4-year degree options at some of the universities. They're all good programs, but if you're thinking of going to master's degree in the future, then you will have to have 4-year degree to be eligible for master's program. Now, when you apply to universities in Canada, many universities are giving weight on your academic achievement rather than extracurricular activities and any other activities that you have done. SATs and ACT are not always required. Essays and recommendation letters are not always required. In fact, most schools do not ask for these materials from applicants. The only time that we ask for additional documents such as essays or recommendation letters could be if you're applying for a specific program like fine arts. Then the department may ask you for an interview or a portfolio. Business schools often ask for video interviews in addition to your academic profile as well. But otherwise, typically universities in Canada will look at how well you're doing in your high school, in your curriculum at the moment, and final international or national examinations. The final important point is that in Canada, there's no direct entry offered to professional programs. Professional programs in Canada include law schools, medical schools, and pharmacy schools. So if this area of study is what you are looking to study in after your high school, you will have to study in a different program for 4 years in bachelor level first before you can apply to law school or medical school or pharmacy school in Canada. So there's no direct entry after high school to these programs in Canada. Okay, so this is the end of the first part, which we talked about Canadian education system and admission system in general. Now we'd like to talk a little bit about studying at York University. First, I'd like to review some general information about York University very quickly. York University is the third largest public institution in Canada. We currently have 2 campuses in the city of Toronto, but we're soon to be 3-campus environment here in Toronto area. We welcome more than 10,000 international students from across the globe. And York offers more than 200 different academic programs, and we're known for our very innovative research and teaching. In fact, we were ranked number 35 in the world by Times Higher Global Education, so Times Higher Education Global Impact Ranking this year. I just shared everyone with our promotional video. I hope the sound worked, but even if it didn't work, I think that you got the sense of our campus community through the video. So now let's talk about our location, our city, in your future home, Toronto, Canada. This is one of the largest cities in North America. It's actually the second largest in financial capital in North America. The great thing about Toronto is that we are very, very multicultural and diverse city. More than 50% of people who live in Toronto were born outside of Canada. Now, it's also known as a very safe place to live, even though we are a big city. And the combination of this diversity and diverse community and a strong economy really gives a lot of opportunities for newcomers, including immigrants and international students who come to this city. Now, York University currently offers two beautiful, unique campuses, soon to be three. Today, we'd like to talk about the two campuses that are currently open in Toronto. What you are looking at right now on the screen is our Keele campus. This is the larger of the two. And there are more than 90 different academic buildings and lab buildings. There are 8 housing buildings on this campus as well, so students can live and study here. To support those students who live and study at this campus, we have beautiful athletic facilities. There is even a mini shopping mall and more than 50 restaurants on campus. This campus is about 30 minutes outside of downtown core of Toronto. It's connected by subway, like they call it metro. York University's subway station is located right in the center of this Keele campus, so our students have direct access to the city while enjoying the beautiful campus environment in the city of Toronto. Now here's our Glendon campus. It is located in the midtown of Toronto. It's also the only bilingual campus in Southern Ontario. It's offering opportunities for students to learn a variety of subjects in English or English and in French or in French. You can choose different languages. Now this campus is home to about 3,000 students. So comparing to our main campus, the Keele campus, this is a much smaller campus. So if you want to live in the big city of Toronto, but want to have access to small size class environment and intimate community, then Glendon is a great option for you. The two campuses, the Glendon and Keele campus, there is about 30 minutes away from each other, and there's a free shuttle going back and forth every day. So our students can enjoy both campus environment when they come to York University. York University welcomes a large number of students from African countries each year. At the moment, we have more than 1,000 international students from African countries studying at York University. There are several student clubs to support those students who are from African countries, or students who are born here but the family is originally from African countries, or students who are really keen on learning culture and people from those backgrounds. So these are some of the student clubs available at York, such as African Student Association, Glendon African Network, and Black Student Alliance, and so on. We also have lots of researches happening here at York. In Africa, we also welcome lots of wonderful faculty and professors from Africa to York University. I think it's worth mentioning here that York is home to the longest running African studies here in Canada. Now, earlier I talked about our innovative and progressive programs, and we're really the pioneer for those innovation and progressive programs in the country. For example, York was the first university in Canada to offer environmental studies back in the 70s. We're also known for arts and media, business, engineering, computer and data science, humanities, global health, psychology, life science, and bilingual education. We offer more than 100 unique undergraduate programs available here at York. The full list of programs can be found if you are able to use the QR code that is on the screen. Now, all the information is available on our website, but I'd like to highlight some of the program options today in the coming slides. The first program option is related to health for those who are interested in working in the health sector in the future. The employment in the health sector is forecasted to grow by 2% each year just in Ontario alone. It's one of the fastest growing industries at the moment for a variety of obvious reasons. This will transform the healthcare system towards using more efficient channels of service from hospitals to community care programs and services. So the Faculty of Health is responding to all the challenges that we are facing at the moment in health sector and teaching and doing research in excellence to keep more people healthier and longer in the world. There are 6 beautiful, wonderful programs available in Faculty of Health, from Global Health and Health Studies, Kinesiology and Health Science, Neuroscience, Nursing, and Psychology. These programs are available for students. Now, our Faculty of Science offers great selection of all the popular programs that students are interested in, from biology, biochemistry, biotechnology, to physics and astronomy and chemistry. We also offer a variety of math and stats related programs, from actuarial science, applied math, and data science. Engineering and computer science are one of the most popular options here at York University, and the Sound School of Engineering at York is offering all the popular program options. Computer science, computer security, digital media, earth and atmospheric science, and engineering programs are offered through this faculty. Now, if you are interested in doing research on climate change and global pandemic, environmental racism, Faculty of Environmental and Urban Change was created as a call to action to respond to today's most pressing challenges facing people and the planet. The programs are available from cities, regions, and planning to environmental science and sustainable environmental management. At York, we offer you a very sort of unique study plan. You can do double major and major minor, or you can study abroad through our international exchange program. You can consider applying for pathway for master's program, and you can also decide to add certificate program to your bachelor's degree. We offer more than 50 different certificate options for undergraduate students. So these are some of the few examples of how we allow students to create their own unique degree options when they come to York University. When you come to York, you will learn both inside and outside of the classrooms. Being in Toronto also gives you an advantage to access both career-focused experience and advanced research opportunities while you stay in the city of Toronto. At York, co-op and internship programs available for many of the programs offered at York University, and we also offer excellent research opportunities for students who are interested in advanced research opportunities. Our international student support includes peer mentorship, visa support, and international student events and workshops. York University is a very active school. We have more than 350 different student clubs, and more than 2,000 part-time jobs are offered on campus. Our York International Department will be assisting all the international students who are coming here to make sure that you're having smooth transition to the university life and life in Canada in general, so that you can get started to involve in all the club activities on campus. Okay, so let's discuss the financial planning. Here is the fee information in Canadian dollars. So for most programs, the tuition fee is between about 37 Canadian dollars to 34,628 Canadian dollars. After adding the tuition fee, textbooks, residence on campus, meal plan, and additional personal expenses, all combined, typically students' budget should be between 47,000 to 54,000 Canadian dollars for 1 year. Now, students don't pay this amount at once. Typically, it's 50% installment in the first semester and the other 50% in the second semester. York offers a lot of scholarships for international students. The largest scholarship award is at $45,000 per year, total $180,000 over 4 years. This scholarship, called President's International Scholarship of Excellence, is reserved for 20 international students each year. A separate scholarship application is required, and the deadline is February 1st for September entry. We also offer Tentandavir Award, total $120,000 over 4 years, and this award is reserved for 15 international students each year. Also, February 1 scholarship application deadline for this award. There are additional awards available through faculties. For example, Faculty Liberal Arts and Professional Studies offer entrance scholarship for 50 international students at $40,000 over 4 years. Please visit our website to find more information and a full list of our awards for international applicants. The next few minutes I will talk about admission process at York University very quickly. Okay, so the admission requirements. Here at York, we do not require SAT or ACT for most applicants. If they are especially applying from African countries and the curriculums offered in Africa, typically we do not ask for SAT, ACT. The same for the essay and the recommendation letters. Those are not typically required for most programs here at York. English language test results are also waived if your high school program is offered in English. For example, students who are completing A-level, we will waive the IELTS or TOEFL English test requirement. For academics, we would like to see minimum C to B average in A-level for most programs. C average is required for most programs, and B average is required for competitive programs like computer science, engineering, criminology, and commerce. Transfer credits are considered for A-level students. So required documents are typically, we would like to see your exam results from the past and current and upcoming exams. So IGCSE, AS, and A-level predicted grades are required. But if your curriculum is not the A-level, then no worries, just contact me and I'll be happy to share the detailed application information, program information that you're looking for. Once again, my name is Emi Morita from York University, and my contact information is on the screen, and looking forward to staying in touch after today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for your attention. I am going to stop sharing the screen. There you go. So thank you so much, everyone, and wish you a wonderful evening.
Hi, Amy. So I'm Chen Chen. I'm very sorry I wasn't here at the beginning of the presentation. There was a fire alarm just go off just before, 2 minutes before you arrived. So I was rushing out of the building. Uh, so I've managed to join sort of halfway through the presentation, and I've managed to gain some insights about studying in the university. And thank you so much for the presentation. And I trust the presentation has been very helpful to the students here. And so we will open the floor to the questions, but I do have some questions from me first. So my first question is, maybe I've missed out during the presentation when I was sort of running away for the fire alarm. Do you offer scholarships for international students, for students in Zimbabwe?
Thank you, Tintin, and I'm glad that your building looks safe now and it's not burnt down. So I'm glad to hear that the alarm was pulled, hopefully. Yes, we do offer a lot of scholarships for international students. They are merit-based, so students should have strong academics and strong leadership skills through some extracurricular activities. We ask students to apply for admission application first, then apply for scholarships separately. And this process must be done by February 1st for September entry. The largest award is our Presidential International Entrance Scholarship at $45,000 a year, renewable. So the total is $180,000 over 4 years. We also have Tentanda Via Award at $120,000. The President's International Scholarship goes to 20 students, and Tentanda Via Award goes to 15 students. So there are at least 35 award spots for incoming international students at over $100,000 in 4 years. So those are really good awards. And then we have small awards available too. So there are a lot of award information on our website. I can type the website in the chat box. I'm guessing that everybody will be able to see the chat box. And I will type the website information in there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds really amazing. So I was just wondering, speaking of international students, because if just said there are 35 awards given to the international students, roughly how many international students does York University take each year?
Sorry, roughly how many?
The number of international students your team takes each year.
That's a great question. So in terms of the number of visa students in the institution, there are over 10,000 international students here at York. So we welcome over 1,000 at least students coming in with visa. So scholarship is competitive for students. Again, this is why it's a merit-based scholarship. The student has to present strong grades and a strong essay and a good recommendation letter to be eligible for this scholarship. But in terms of the number of students who come in, we welcome very large number of international students from variety of different backgrounds. More than 170 different countries are represented here at York.
Well, that sounds very competitive. Yeah, I've also got a second question. So during the presentation, you spoke about A-level grades. So in Zimbabwe, students usually take Cambridge A-level grades, or there's an examination board called ZEMSEC, which is Zimbabwean A-levels. And I just wonder, do you have any preference over which examination board in terms of the A-level results?
That's a fantastic question, and thank you for asking. In terms of the admission, no, whichever curriculum that you are doing in high school, it will be accepted for admission. It's important that you're doing well in your current curriculum. Now, if you write the Cambridge A-level examination, the advantage is that the university may consider you for transfer credits, which is the advanced standing. So you may receive some credits towards your study at York, which will save you some time and money to complete a degree program here. The maximum number of transfer credits is 18 credits, which is about one full semester worth of credits. So that's the advantage of students who are in the Cambridge A-level curriculum and completing A-level examination through Cambridge International Examination.
Sure, that sounds great. So I've got a last question. Because I recognize there are different courses, such as social science or some heavy science engineering subjects. Do you have any advice for international students, when they apply to different courses, maybe they should try to sort of improve their extracurricular activities if they're doing social science, maybe say improve their debating skills or try to become a sort of in a leadership position or captain, or if the students are applying for the heavy sciences subject like engineering, they can sort of focus more on academics maybe?
Well, so that's a great question. One thing, the tip for applying to York University and many other Canadian schools is that we tend to focus on your grades when we decide on your admission. We don't necessarily ask for essays or your extracurricular activities when it comes to admission. Those information will be required for scholarship application, which is separate application process. But for admission, the most important thing is that you have been doing very well in your academics. So in your ordinary level, O level or IGCSE level, hopefully you had strong grades. If you're writing AS examination, it's important that you do very well in those examinations too. In upcoming A-level, we typically ask for predicted A-level, or if you're applying after your November examination, you can send us the final grade. But those are the grades that we would like to see for admission review. For students who are thinking of applying for science, and I think that for many of you applying for science, engineering, computer science, or data science, physical sciences, life sciences, for those programs, please make sure that you do a little research about the prerequisite subjects. For example, if somebody wants to study biology, we would like to see that you are studying biology plus math plus chemistry in your A-level. If you are applying for engineering schools in Canada, be aware that in addition to math and physics, chemistry is often a requirement, and those subjects must be done in A-level as well. So that's something that students need to be worried about for academic, the admissions, the prerequisite subjects. But otherwise, overall, it's important that you're doing very well in academics in terms of admission to Canadian universities, including York.
Yeah, sure. That sounds amazing. I think just came into my mind because speaking about the examination series sessions, so because we usually take exams in Zimbabwe, so in the October-November session, and then we would wait for our results in January and go to university in September. So I just wonder if a student really want to apply to York University and maybe he was given a conditional offer, but when the results came out in January, he did not manage to meet your criteria, can he still take maybe some resets in May-June examination series and then fulfill the academic criteria in August when the results comes out?
Yes, that's definitely possible. In fact, there are more people in the world who's writing A-levels in May and June anyway, and those students are coming in September. So students who are studying in Zimbabwe will have an additional exam cycle available before coming in September. So what students have typically been doing is, for students who are really, really keen to apply to York with scholarship, because again, scholarship application deadline is February 1, we don't necessarily recommend students to wait for their exam result to come out in January. You can start the application process before your exam results are out, right? As soon as you complete the exam sessions and you have time, you can start filling out your application form for admission and scholarship at York University. Also send us your previous exam results so that we can start reviewing your application. And then as soon as your results are out for A-level in January, you can send that to us so that your application package is complete. And if you need to add more results after May and June sessions, just communicate with us so that we will review your application accordingly.
Yeah, sure. That sounds amazing and very helpful information. I'm just trying to see the chat box if there are any more questions from the public. I don't see any, and I think it's probably your presentation was very clear and it cleared all the concerns from the students. If there are no more questions, then otherwise, I thank you so much for your time today, Amy. I think your session was very great, very fantastic. It cleared at least most of the concerns from me. And I think that sort of brings the end of this session. And I guess we can sort of close it off for now, maybe.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And thank you so much for the opportunity. Unfortunately, I can't see all the students who are watching this. Hope to see them in person in Canada at some point. But until then, please stay in touch with me. I can put my email address in the chat box again, and I'm guessing that the students will be able to see. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And wishing everybody a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You too. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye for now.